Test 1, 2. 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Game 2 of the Chicago Invite Showcase. Sun Devils with the win this morning. We'll send Quinn Chesley to the net tonight for Game 2. Sun Devils in the white uniforms on the left. We're in a tough vantage point here, hanging over center ice, so the near side's going to be tough for Jennifer to pick up. Opponent tonight is the West Dundee Leafs, local AA program, part of the Central States Division Hockey League. Starting lineup for the Sun Devils. At center is going to be Neubauer, Marvin on the far side. Fitzgerald on the near side. On defense, it's Max Stroud and Grayson Weinkammer. Dundee Leafs in the black with the blue and white trim. We're underway. 15 minutes on the clock, first period. Puck comes back into a wet ice surface. Grayson Weinkammer backhands it all the way around the far corner. Comes up to Marvin. He tries to chip it out. It's kept in and now sent back in behind Stroud. Neubauer takes it into the far corner. Puck centered out in front. Chesley was there for the save, and then it's sent up the wall, but not out. Now it's Neubauer back for Weinkammer behind the net. Far side corner, Marvin. Marvin flips it up and out. Bouncing puck to center through the Leafs defenseman. Now sent into the near side. Now puck sent up top. Gill off the bench. Takes it over the red line. Sends it in deep. Now the Dundee Leafs regroup here. O'Hearn's out there with Gill and Schaefer on defense. Rayhorn and Ishu. It's going to be a tough game to call here from our vantage point. Schaefer chases it down in the far corner. Loose puck out in front. Gill took the shot. It was blocked. Now Gill again looking for O'Hearn in front. Now he goes up top. Ishu, Rayhorn. Shot off the leg of the defenseman for the Leafs. Schaefer battling for it. Now the Leafs have it. They're going to skate it out in front of their own net. Up and out. And through center. O'Hearn plays the body on the far side. Puck comes all the way in the near corner. Rayhorn sends it up and out. Puck chipped back out to center. Leafs regroup in their own end. Backhanded up to center now and flipped in to the near corner. Ishu's back for it. Ishu had the 2 goals this morning in the 2-0 lead or 2-0 win for the Sun Devils. The Leafs lost their game this morning to the Texas Tigers. So Ishu takes it all the way down behind the Leafs goaltender. I believe it's Kyle Burkowski in net for the Leafs. Curry now. Curry has it, kicks it into the corner. Glimsher goes down for it. Glimsher takes a hit. Tried to center. Now Glimsher on the puck with Curry. And Brandt comes across to the far corner. Sent up top. Schwab's there. Chips it in. Curry near side. Sends it up. Deflected into the far corner. Glimsher chases it near side. Now it comes all the way back up and out. Weekly's going to have to play it here just in front of us. Centering pass is picked off by Schwab. He goes up and out the far side. Brandt chips it off a Leafs player and into the Leafs bench. We'll have a face-off at center here. Just underway, 11:57 to go in the first period. No score. Line change will bring out the Neubauer group with Fitzgerald to his right, Marvin on the left. 22 and 25 on defense. Schwab sends it in all the way wrap around. Fitzgerald comes down near side. Leafs come out with it. They push it back out to center. Schwab comes across, chips it, trying to chip it forward to Fitzgerald. It was taken away. Now Weekly into the corner. Puck comes off the boards. Schwab was there, pushes it back, far corner. Kept in by the Leafs. Now back on the stick of Schwab and poke checked out by Marvin. Here come the Leafs again over the blue line. Centering pass into the slot area. Nice play by Marvin. He skates out with it. Gets the red line here. Tries to pull it inside. Gets his pocket picked and during a line change. Now Weinkammer off the bench with Stroud on defense. Neubauer, Schaefer, and Marvin still out there. Schaefer battling on the near wall. Leafs try to get a shot off. They can't. Weinkammer kicks it into the corner. Neubauer on it. Weinkammer again. He's going to shovel it over to Stroud. Stroud wraps around hard, kept in by the Leafs defenseman. And now Max Stroud able to push that out. Couple Sun Devils get changed up as well due to the Leafs. Schaefer backhands it across. Stroud hard the other way. It's going to go all the way down for an icing call. Leafs pretty big team overall. All in that 5'10" to 6 foot range, it looks like. On their roster, it's an entire group of 09 players. At center, O'Hearn wins it in the corner. Weinkammer backhands it to Stroud. Stroud shovels it up the wall. Not out. Kept in by the Leafs. They quickly turn it around. Shot in. Blocked. Second save by Chesley on the rebound attempt. Sun Devils send out two fresh defensemen, Rayhorn and Ishu. Ishu again back at defense, Gill at forward. O'Hearn on the faceoff, wins it to the wall, controlled by the Leafs. They send it down low. Wraparound attempt, bounce through the crease. Now O'Hearn tried to stick handle it out. This time he does. He just sifts it out through center. The Leafs will regroup here in their own end. Gilhart on the forecheck. There's a little shove in the back side of the Leafs defenseman. Now Rayhorn tried to exit pass, backdoor, and almost a backdoor goal for the Leafs, just wide of the net. Chesley was over there, but shot went wide. Now puck out at center, poke checked in by Gill. He goes for the change. Curry comes off. It's now Glimcher, O'Hearn, and Curry. Pass picked off by O'Hearn, sends it in, and a blocker saved by Barkowski. Curry roughs up the defenseman in the corner. Glimcher able to keep it in on the wall. Now a bouncing puck through center. So the Leafs going to take it up through the red line. It comes in, rolling in on Chesley. He leaves it for Schwab. Schwab quickly up to Curry. He collects it on the near wall, tries to pull it through, loses his stick. Leafs come back the other way on a 2-on-3. Weekly and Schwab on defense, shot in on Chesley into the chest. He covers it up. No score, game 2, 8:54 left here in the first period. Face off to the left of Chesley. Brandt is there for that face off. Glimcher came across on the face off as well, took out a player. Now it's up the far wall. Glimcher chips it out, back out to center. Glimcher, Curry, and Brandt. Schwab and Weekly. Puck through the arm of Schwab into the far corner. Tries to send it up the wall, not hard enough. Brandt comes across, plays a body. Schwab as well. Now puck behind Chesley. Weekly pushes it around the far corner, and Glimcher sends it back out to center. Curry first on the forecheck. Brandt across the far side. Glimcher goes for the change. Weekly takes it through center. Brandt comes into the zone, chips it in on Barkowski. He covers it up of a face-off inside the Leafs zone with 8:13 to go. Face-off to the right of Barkowski, taken by Neubauer. Leafs win it. They send it and wrap it around. Cross through center. Stroud, good stick, pushes his man. Could have been a holding call, no call. Stroud finished the check nicely. Marvin down the left side. He's pinched off. Leafs now back up and out the near side. Sweeney over the blue line. Marvin comes across, takes it away. Leafs go behind Chesley, played by Stroud. Now far corner Leafs. Up top, through some traffic over the head and glove of Chesley off the back boards. Now back up top. Quick shot in net through the legs of Weimacher. Chesley was there. Now sent all the way down. That'll be an icing call. And face off back down to our left. We're at the Rocket Ice Arena. Indoor, looks like an indoor ski lodge as you walk in. There's two rinks. But terrible viewing in this one. O'Hearn will take the face off. Schaefer and Gill. Gill far side, reverses back deep into his own end. Sends it, wraps around. Kept in by the Leafs, or just offsides, they're saying. They touch up. Schaefer backhands it back out to center. Leafs quickly through center. O'Hearn, nice play across. Now sent back the other way. And no icing. Play's going to continue. Long pass up off a Leaf stick. That'll be icing. Sun Devils will change it up here. Curry, Glimcher, and Brandt. Slickpeck still out with, I believe, an illness. He's on the trip, but not in uniform. Brandt at center. Curry on the right, Glimcher left. Puck's wrapped around, far side. Ishu backs off. Centering pass. Picked off now by Rayhorn. He sends it back in. Bouncing puck to the right of Bukowski. Glimcher finishes his check in the corner. Ishu not able to keep it in. And a delayed offsides. Sun Devils will switch up defensive pairing. Weekly and Schwab. Brand on the faceoff, tries to go forward, it's in his feet. Now it comes over the blue line. Glimcher poke checked it through. He's got it in the corner on his backhand. Sends it out front. It was blocked. Now Brandt, loose puck, shot in off the near post. Weekly keeps it in up top. Curry far side. Bouncing puck now taken away by the Leafs through center. Pretty chippy game here. A lot of physical play. Refs are letting them go. 3 refs on the ice here. 1 ref, 2 linesmen. This morning we only had 2 linesmen. Leafs now up top. Glimcher could have got called for the leg check. No call now. Schwab picks it up, gets the red line, sends it in off a Leafs player, so it didn't go in too far. Now puck comes back. Weinkammer. He winds up right underneath us over the red line. Blue line now down the right side. He's got Fitzgerald on the back door. He takes a shot over the head of Barkowski. Now Stroud at center. He just sends it back in, and Marvin will go in with Fitzgerald. Reversed by the Leafs. They're able to get it out. It's a 2-on-2. Leafs through center. Shot blocked by Weinkammer. Neubauer not able to pop it out. Back to Weinkammer. He reverses it over to Stroud. Stroud couldn't get a stick on it. Trying to get it out. He's with Marvin. This time it's sent up the wall again. Not out. Centering pass. Again. Sun Devils not able to get it out. Another shot in attempt and over the head of Chesley or over the shoulder as he went down right in the middle of the net. Pretty sure he didn't see that one. Sun Devils had 4 or 5 chances to get that out. Coach Coyne is giving it to a few of the players over there. 4 or 5 chances to get it out, and eventually the percentages are not going to go in your favor. So the Leafs take the 1-0 lead, and Sun Devils send out O'Hearn, Schaefer, and Gill, Ishu, and Rayhorn. Rayhorn plays the Leafs player. They chip it in behind. Now Ishu. Ishu on his forehand. Curls back. Goes D to D with Rayhorn up to Schaefer. He does get it out. And the puck comes back out to center and into the Leafs end. O'Hearn on the forecheck. Able to battle through. Takes a bump. Gill picks up the loose puck. Shot and just over the shoulder of Barkowski. Now it comes up top. Rayhorn. Shot in. And again, Barkowski covers it up. Face-off will be inside the Leafs end. 3:46 to go here in the first period of Game 2. Sun Devils 1-0 after the 2-0 win this morning and the win by Argovitz. O'Hearn on the face-off. Wins it back, but the Leafs sneak through and take it. Rayhorn keeps it in. Leafs again wind up in their own end. Gill back, chips it forward. Leafs go D to D up through center. And now Schaefer flips it in and into the far corner. He goes for a line change. Or O'Hearn goes for line change. Schaefer stays out. He's on the forecheck. Gill takes the body. Leafs back up through center. Brandt plays it at center. Now it's a 2-on-2 for the Leafs. Over the line, shot in. Chesley covers it up as A couple bodies go flying in front of Chesley. Gill came back on the forecheck. Line change will finish up. Gill heads off. Curry, Glimsher, and Brandt. Weekly and Schwab. Shot in, was blocked by Curry. Glimsher's got it on the far side. Chip back out to center now. Weekly. Forehand. Sends it in. Back behind Barkowski. Curry and Schwab play the body, and now the Leafs come out far side. Brandt comes across. Played by Weekly. Weekly didn't realize it was caught in his equipment. Now up the near side. Weekly fights for it. Brandt comes across. Brandt cuts out in front, able to make a nice little pass up to Curry. Curry sends it in as could have been a leg check there, nothing called. Brandt's cross check from behind, no call. This will get out of hand the way it's going. The refs have not called anything, and now another good hit by Brandt. Now it's just sent all the way out by the Leafs. No icing. Refs have put the whistle away, and off we go. Stroud up through center. His follows his pass in deep. He cross-checks a Leafs player, and Marvin's in there as well. This is going to get exciting. 3 refs and no whistles. Another big hit behind as Marvin takes a hit. Sun Devils are starting to enjoy this. Nice little cross-check there by Weinkammer. Stroud's dumped, no call. Weinkammer is just tackled from behind, and the puck's sent back out. 1:19 left in the first. 1-0. No penalties yet. Long pass up. It's played nicely at the blue line. O'Hearn plays the body. Loose puck now. Ishu chips it up to Gill. Gill all by himself down the left side. Shot in. Gloved down by Barkowski with 58.8 to go. Keep your head up in this one so far. O'Hearn will take the face-off. Schaefer to the right. Far side, I believe it's Gill. Another hit by O'Hearn. Now the Leafs come over the center. Off the skater, Rayhorn picked up by the Leafs. They go on the far side. Gill comes across, pushes his man in. O'Hearn takes the bump. Now the Leafs come out of their corner, try to send it out front off the skate of Ishu. Now sent in, blocked by O'Hearn. Rayhorn spins and sends it out through some traffic. No icing. Play continues. 22 seconds to go. Sun Devils will bring out 5 fresh ones here. Curry, Glimsher. Now back to Schwab. He comes over to O'Hearn. Keep your head up. And he just sends it in. 10 seconds now. Curry on the forecheck. Leafs just try to hold it up in the corner and burn out the clock. Glimsher's there fighting for it. Shot in at the buzzer by Brandt over the head of Barkowski. And after the first period, Leafs have the 1-0 lead here from Rocket Ice. Ice cut will come after the second period, so we'll be right here ready to go in just a moment with period 2. Second period about to get underway. If you're just joining us, 1-0 Leafs have the goal from the first period. No whistles, very few whistles, no penalties in the first period. Brandt takes the face off, comes over to Weekly. Weekly chips it up and into the Leafs bench. Face off should be inside to the right of Chesley. Brandt again at the face-off. Curry and Glimcher, Schwab and Weekly. Brandt off the face-off, chips it up. Bouncing puck played at center by the Leafs. They quickly go up. Schwab, good gap, keeps it from entering the Sun Devils' end. Now it's sent in behind Chesley. Weekly back for it. Backhands it near side. Glimcher able to get a stick and poke it out to center. Now it goes all the way across. Chipped in, a bouncing puck in on Chesley. Pushes it to the corner. Brandt chips it up the wall, off the ref and out. And now it's center. Leafs regroup and come back in on the far side. Puck in front, kicked by Schwab, shot wide of Chesley. Weekly backhands it, it's out in front again. Curry trying to backhand it out, he does. Another chance at it, Curry trying to sneak through two Leafs. Glimcher down there as well, creates a turnover. Curry in the corner now, chips it, and that goes up into the netting, no call. Whistles again, not working here for the refs. Now through center, it's a 2-on-2. Weinkammer and Stroud. Stroud's going to go back for it. He's got some time. Sends it wrap around Glimcher off of his stick, and it came right out in front into the slot area. He comes back to recover for it. Now Brooks Glimcher through center, through the legs of Neubauer, far side. Leafs now regroup behind Barkowski. Send it up, but Marbin's there to take it. Shot, pulls it through the legs. Thought about the shot, went for the fancy play, didn't work out. Fitzgerald up to Stroud. His shot through some traffic, didn't make it. It was blocked. Now the Leafs come back the other way. Leafs in first on the puck. Stroud, big hit in the corner. Weinkammer quickly up to Fitzgerald. He turned it over. Pad save by Chesley and a rebound. And what another save by Chesley. He's got two pad saves and kept the game just at 1-0. Chesley saved the day right there. Turnover led to a couple shots. Now we'll have a face-off to the left of Chesley. Line change brings out Schaefer, Gill, and O'Hearn at center. On defense, Rayhorn and Ishu in the corner. Off the face-off, O'Hearn to Ishu. Ishu flips it up. Glove down at center. And Leafs come back the other way. Rayhorn, nice pinch. O'Hearn clubs it down. He's got it. Sends it back into the corner. Gill on the forecheck, circles back. Puck almost turned over. Schaefer and Gill trying to create the turnover there. Now it's all the way back behind Chesley. Near corner, Ishu. Gill and O'Hearn doing the work on the near side wall. Comes back to Ishu. Ishu's got some space. He's going to skate it up. He's got O'Hearn on the far side. Ishu through two players. Gets shot in on net. And Barkowski gloves it down. Another line change here. Brandt, Curry, and Glimcher head back out. Schwab and Weekly on the fence. Face-off will be to the right of Barkowski. Brandt on the face-off. Leafs win it into the corner. Weekly pinches down. Kept in by Curry. He sends it all the way around. Now Glimcher near side. He's pinched off. Leafs are able to come back out to center. Sent all the way in and an icing call. Rare whistle. Bring the face-off back down to our left. Brand again at the face-off dot. Leafs win it again to the corner. They come back out the far side, chipped up, kept. Quickly tried to keep it in. It bounced through his leg. Schwab into the wall behind Chesley. Loose puck. Leafs have it. Centering pass and a quick one-time shot. Chesley went down. The puck went up again. Beat him over the right shoulder and underneath the bar. Leafs will take the 2-0 lead. .11:17 to go in the second. Leafs 2, Sun Devils 0. Line change, got Neubauer, Marbin, and Fitzgerald. Weinkammer and Stroud. Neubauer steps in. Won by the Leafs. They come up to center. All the way across. Down the wall. Centering pass. Shot in. Blocker saved by Chesley. Rebound in front. Now it's chipped out. Marvin tried to chip it out. Kept in. Leafs again. Shot in off the back netting of the net. Stroud. Neubauer trying to dig it out behind Chesley. Weinkammer. He's hooked. Sends it up. That one's offsides, and we get a whistle here. Face-off will be in the neutral zone. 10:43, 2-0, second period from Rocket Ice in Bolingbrook, Illinois. O'Hearn's going to be the center in between Schaefer and Gill. Leafs go right through the legs on the face-off, backhanded in on Chesley. Face-off inside Sun Devils' end. Schaefer goes behind Stroud. Now Gill. O'Hearn. O'Hearn gets leg check through center, no call. Everybody touches up. O'Hearn sends it back in behind Barkowski. O'Hearn went for the hit, took a player down with him. Now the Leafs come back on a one-on-one. It's Rayhorn back. A nice play on the toe drag. Rayhorn sends it all the way around now. O'Hearn tried to chip it out. He couldn't. Kept him by the Leafs again. Shot in on Chesley over his glove off the back glass. O'Hearn, heavy hit behind the net as the Leafs player tried to do the Michigan. Turnover city here for the Sun Devils. They need to get it out. Second period, long change, and O'Hearn does just that all the way down for an icing. 5-man change. Brings out Curry, Glimsher, and Brandt. 22 and 25. Weekly, Schwab on defense. Face off to the right of Chesley. 9:33 left in the second. Brandt on the face-off. Leafs win it. Shot in. Chesley grabbed that one out of the air. On the face-off now, it comes up the wall, kept in by the Leafs. They send it all the way back around. Schwab near corner. Played far side Weekly. Weekly up, not out, kept in by the Leafs again. Sent in off the skate. Now it's deflected into the netting. That should come outside. Or that'll stay inside off of Curry's stick. Another face-off inside the Leafs end, won by the Sun Devils. Weekly sends it around. Glimsher holds it up, sends it across ice, right through the center, and the Leafs have it. An opportunity there. Now it's taken away by Schwab. Comes back up the near side wall. Leafs collect it. Brandt able to get it out to center. Poke check away from Glimcher. Now the Leafs send it in behind Chesley. Schwab back for it. Tries to push it back the other way, taken away by the Leafs. They come up top. Shot in quickly to the right of Chesley off the wall. And Glimcher gets on it and sends it down. We'll have another icing call. .8:26 to go and another face-off inside the Sun Devils' end. Ice tilted to our right here the last few minutes. Neubauer will line up this one. Marvin and Fitzgerald. Leafs win the face-off. Shot over the net and off the glass. Collected on the far side. Leafs send it out in front again. Shot. This one deflected over the net. Leafs have it on the goal line. Now go back behind Chesley. Bad angle shot off the back of the goal. Leafs again controlling it. Weinkammer able to swat it out. Marvin's going to chase it down here. So hook, no call. Now Neubauer trying to get a stick on it. Comes off the far glass. Turned over by the Leafs. Fitzgerald tried to backhand it in. He's able to come out of the corner with it. Up top to Stroud. Over to Weinkammer. Grayson Weinkammer, his shot blocked. Loose puck. Fitzgerald trying to turn around and get a shot off. Taken away by the Leafs. Shot in. Didn't make it through. Wide of Chesley. Near corner. Neubauer. Neubauer flips it up, and that's going to go on net. Should not. No icing. Markowski leaves it, and the Leafs fire it back the other way off the bench. Gill got a stick on it. Now Stroud sends that one down for an icing. Have about the 8th face-off in a row inside the Sun Devils' end. Several icings. Defensively, turnovers causing some problems here. And it'll be O'Hearn's job in his line to try to get it out. He's got Gill and Schaefer. O'Hearn wins it to the corner. Ishu and Gill. Gill left it for Ishu. It was behind him. He didn't see it. So the Leafs come back again. Centering pass. Leafs control it. Centering pass picked off by Rayhorn. Another shot attempt by the Leafs was deflected into the near net. Another face-off to the right of Chesley. Refs talking to Chase O'Hearn, telling him how he cross-checked him a little high, but didn't make the call. So O'Hearn lines back up. Rayhorn D to D. Schaefer or Ishu off the skate of O'Hearn. Puck batted the other way. Now Schaefer sends it in, but everyone's offsides here. Everyone turns back, tries to touch up, and back in comes O'Hearn, and a long pass for an icing. This time we'll finally have a face-off inside the Leafs' end. Sun Devils will change up all 5. Brandt, Curry, Glimcher head out with Schwab and Weekly. 6:18 left in the second. 2-0 Leafs. Off the face-off, Brandt pushes it back. Weekly, quickly to Schwab. It bounced over his stick. Now the Leafs have it the other way. Shot in on Chesley. Makes the save. Brandt wins it to the corner. Schwab pushes it up. Glimcher tried to chip it out. He couldn't. Now far side, Weekly. Weekly couldn't get a stick on it. Bouncing puck, Schwab. He's hit from behind the net. No call. Curry tries to get it out. Glimcher does. Glimcher trying to push it forward to Brandt. Brandt chips it in. Far corner. He'll chase it down. Brandt spins, tries to stay with it, gets some help from Curry. Curry comes out, pushes it up top. Bouncing puck. Weinkammer sends it back in low. Off the skate of a Leafs. Now flipped back out to center. Schwab's going to have to hurry back for it. He leaves it, pushes it outside. Leafs regroup at center. Puck keeps finding its way onto the Leafs stick here in the Sun Devils' end. Now Glimcher the other way. Cuts through center. Over the blue, shot in, blocked. Barkowski hasn't seen a shot in a while. Now back the other way, the Leafs. 4:56 to go, shot in off the knob of Chesley's stick and over the net. Stroud's hit from behind, no call. And that puck goes up behind Chesley. Bouncing puck and off of his shoulder. He covers it up inside the blue paint. We'll have another face-off here in the Sun Devils' end. Marvin, Fitz, and Neubauer. Stroud, and Weinkammer. Weinkammer behind the net. Stroud up to Marvin off of his skate. Puts it through his legs up to Neubauer. Neubauer over the blue line. Left side. Shot in. Glove down by Barkowski. Neubauer at center. Marvin to his left. Marvin pushes it up to Stroud. It popped over his stick and now taken away by the Leafs. They're going to send it across through center. And a nice move there by the Leafs forward. Able to tuck it around the backside of Chesley, and Leafs will take the 3-0 lead here with 4:20 left in the second. O'Hearn, Gill, Schaefer, Ishu, and Rayhorn. Puck comes back to Rayhorn. He pivots, sends it up. Schaefer to center, leaves it for O'Hearn. O'Hearn and Gill. O'Hearn lost it, had Gill on a 2-on-1. O'Hearn comes back on the back check, has it, goes D to D. Rayhorn up to Gill. Gill tried to find Schaefer, taken away by the Leafs. They just send it back in. Rayhorn back for it again behind Chesley. Leafs player jumped off his skates, hit Rayhorn in the back. Rayhorn cross-checks him in front. Another shot in, didn't make it. Leafs secondary shot wide of Chesley into the net. Still no penalties. 3:41 to go in the third. Sun Devils need to get some shots on net to start and follow it up with some goals here. Another face-off inside the Sun Devils' end. Brandt, Curry, Glimcher, Rayhorn, Ishu. Ishu off the face-off. D to D, Rayhorn. Up to Curry. Curry, nice pass up to Brandt. He sends it in. He's tackled from behind. No call. What's it going to take to get a penalty here? Brandt, he's hooked. No call. Glimcher. Now 2-on-1 the other way. Curry on the back check. Trailer shot in over the head of Chesley. Now Ishu takes a bump. Played up by the Leafs. Curry creates the turnover. Glimcher sends it back in. 2:55 and rolling in the second period. We'll have an ice cut here at the end of this period. Leafs player trying to squeak through. Ishu hooked the Leafs player, or the Leafs player held the stick. No call. Ishu comes up, cross check and a slash. No call. You can't buy a penalty here tonight. Sun Devils need the goals. Leafs control it in, send it back in behind Chesley. Rayhorn now. Rayhorn sends it up, kept in by the Leafs defenseman. Now shot in on Chesley and poked away by Ishu. Cross check, no call. That's gonna get everybody fired up here. Now a Leafs player dances through, backdoor pass, nice pass. Centering pass is taken away by Chesley. Good opportunity there for Leafs. Another shot in, blockered into the corner by Quinn Chesley. Curry takes a hit in the corner. Now it's poked away, Ishu. He's pulled down, and finally we get a call here on it's going to be a hooking call or a tripping call. And we'll have a power play here. It took all that to finally get a penalty, and that first penalty is going to go against the Leafs on the tripping call. And a face-off will be inside the Leafs' end. A power play for the Devils. I think the fans are enjoying how long this game could go on without a penalty, and everyone's upset there is one. Face-off, Neubauer on the power play, wins it to Gill. Gill in the corner. Leafs send it up and out all the way down. Bouncing puck. Chesley out of his net, leaves it for Max Stroud. Stroud to Weekly. Now Stroud near side. Up to Curry. Curry through center finds Gill. Gill shot in wide, or it was blocked wide of Barkowski. Weekly able to keep it in. Gill has got Curry in front, shot in, and Barkowski covers it up. A little bit of blood on the ice to our right. Not sure where that came from. Teams are chirping each other pretty good here. 51 seconds left on the power play for the Sun Devils. Brandt center, power play group out. Weinkammer up top. Weinkammer leaves it for Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald up top. Weinkammer shoots through some traffic off the back wall. Barkowski pushed to the side. Now behind the net. O'Hearn goes back for it. Up top. Now the Leafs, a one-on-one. Weinkammer back to play it. Shot wide of Chesley. Ishu picked Leafs player over the center ice. He's hooked again, no call. Fitzgerald, quick shot, and played by Barkowski. Now back out the other way. Leafs send it all the way down, no icing. Just 8 seconds left. Chesley out of his net, plays it forward. Weinkammer just pushes it up, and that'll do it in the second period. Ice cut coming up. 3-0 Leafs after 2. We'll be back in about 15 minutes. We're back. Test 1, 2. Can you check it? I can't hear it. Is it not connected up here? Can you hear it? Okay. All right. Can you hear me? All right. We're back. Third period. O'Hearn at center. Schaefer and Gill, if you're just joining us, 3-0 Leafs in the third period. Wet ice surface. Lots of penalties in this one, but only one called so far. O'Hearn out of the corner, shot wide of Barkowski, up top to Weekly. Weekly sends it all the way around, far corner, Gill. He hacks at it on the corner. Schaefer tries to send it out front, loses his footing. Leafs come back the other way. Leafs right to left in this third period. No call there. Now the Leafs come back into their own end. Puck comes all the way up far side. Ishu sends it back in. No icing. Backhanded in by the Leafs. Behind Chesley. Weinkammer and Ishu looking for it. Now Curry flips it up. Cross all the way. Sauce pass up to Stroud, who activates from the defensive side. Stays with it. Stroud threw a few players. Couldn't get the shot off. Now Curry trying to sneak around the backside. It's loose. Stroud spins around. Shot. Brandt's cross-checked in front. No call. Stroud. Big hit. And we're finally going to get a Leafs player here as he was tied up with Brandt behind the play. People screaming from all ends of the rink. Off the face-off, power play. Weinkammer, Ishu. Ishu shot, blockered in the corner by Barkowski. Fitzgerald retrieves, looks for Brandt in the center. Now comes back out. Ishu regroups. Brandt sends it in the corner. Now it comes all the way around off the stick of Brandt. Far side, Weinkammer through center, leaves it for Ishu. They regroup. Now Ishu up through the middle. Near side, O'Hearn. O'Hearn up top. Ishu leaves it up. Weinkammer shot in and through the arm or legs of Barkowski. Ishu sent it up to Weinkammer. He threw it on net. Barkowski thought he had it, but it trickled in and rolled over the goal line. So Sun Devils get on the board. Power play goal for Grayson Weinkammer with 12:41 left in the third. Face off back at center. Neubauer wins it to Ishu, pushes it over to Rayhorn. Rayhorn, long pass off the stick of Marbin and went off the far wall. He's roughed up in the corner. Marbin around the backside. 5-on-5. Spins around off a skate, just missed the back post. Sun Devils on the offense here in the third. Quick power play goal by Weinkammer. Cut the lead down to 3-1. Physical game here. Only 2 penalties, 1 aside. Or two against Leafs, none against the Sun Devils. The second one ended up a power play goal. Fitzgerald with some space up to Marvin off of his stick and now puts a slash in on a Leafs player. No call. Delayed offsides. Rayhorn up to Gill. Gill takes a hit as he received the pass. Gill roughing up Polina for the Leafs. Rayhorn now leaves it for O'Hearn. O'Hearn up the wall, kept in by the Leafs, sent in on Chesley, covers it up. We'll have a face-off to his right. 11:16 to go, 3-1 on the recent goal by Weinkammer. 5-on-5, face-off inside the Sun Devils' end. O'Hearn at center, Schaefer and Gill with him. Up top, sent in, blocked by O'Hearn. Weekly in the corner. He's pushed from behind. Now a puck comes loose. Schaefer chips it up, kept in by the Leafs. They send it in. Schwab now up to O'Hearn. O'Hearn tries to poke check it around the Leafs player. They send it up now. Gill has it and sends it back the other way. Gill, big hit on the Leafs player. Now the puck rolls in on Chesley. Plays it on his stick. Weekly, long pass up to O'Hearn. Got a chance, 1-on-3, loses it. The Leafs skate away with it. Chip back up to center. Schwab pushes it to Glimsher. Glimsher, O'Hearn, Schwab. Now Glimsher bats it in. Leafs up and played at center. Brandt on the forecheck with Curry. Puck comes up and off the glass, bounces to Weinkammer. Stroud, Curry, and Brandt sends it in. 10 minutes left here in the third, 3-1. Leafs have the lead, game 2. Every game is a must-win in this one. 20 teams in the division, only 8 advance. Leafs player broke his stick as he went around the back of the net. It got caught in the netting and snapped right in his hand. Curry up to Brandt. He sends it in. Leafs regroup. So 8 teams advance to the quarterfinals tomorrow night. The other 12 will be in a consolation game. Stick still stuck in the net. Broken bottom part of it. Face-off will be inside the Sun Devils' end. 9:27 to go. Neubauer at center. He's with Marvin and Fitzgerald. Rayhorn and Ishu. Neubauer wins it to Ishu. He goes to Rayhorn. Up off the stick. Worked out well for Marvin. Marvin comes down the right side. Tries to cut inside. Takes a bump. Puck rolls across the slot area. Now Ishu keeps it in. Left, right, toe drag. Good move. Shot in and just missed the far side. Now Fitzgerald turnaround shot. Rebound. Ishu. Another save by Barkowski. Centering pass. Loose in front. Sun Devils with the pressure here up top. Neubauer. Rayhorn. Block. Nice block by the Leafs player. Kept in. Sun Devils picking up the intensity here. Nice play here off the bottom footing of the railing up here. So that'll be a whistle. Face-off will be, looks like inside the Leafs end. A line change will bring out the O'Hearn group with Gill and Schaefer. Rayhorn and Ishu stays out. 8:50 to go. O'Hearn at center steps in. Wins it back. Rayhorn gets the shot through. Barkowski covers it up. O'Hearn again at center. This time the Leafs send it all the way around far side and through. Now it's sent back towards the middle. O'Hearn chips it to himself. Up to Ishu. Ishu takes it down the left side. Shot in wide of Barkowski. Near side Schaefer. Waiting for some help. Gill comes across. And the Leafs have it through center on sides. They kick it out. Shot in. Blocked wide of Chesley. Centering pass to nobody. Now sent back in low. O'Hearn hits the Zamboni door. Goes the other way. Now a Centering pass. Schwab took out his man. Shot did not go on net. Now Gill through center. He loses it. Leafs regroup through center. They get the red line and send it in. Bouncing puck off the glove of Chesley. Played in the corner by Schwab. Glimsher now out there with Gill and O'Hearn. And Gill and Curry swap out. And Weekly runs into a hit, but he gets up, plays it. Now pushes it forward. Curry's attacked by 3 Leafs. Now O'Hearn chips it up. O'Hearn needs to get off and finish up the change here. Curry met at center by a Leafs player. O'Hearn does change out. Brant's on. Weekly now. Weekly all the way far side. Schwab. Backhanded out to center by Brant. Gloved down by a Leafs player. Now pushed forward. Glimsher tried to come through center. He takes a player down. No call. Rough stuff on the far side here. Now loose puck sent all the way down. Just going to be to the left of Barkowski. An icing call. .646 to go in the third. Sun Devils need 2 to tie it up. Neubauer line will come out. Benjamin Neubauer at center. Wins it back to Weinkammer. Weinkammer off the back of the net. Now sent out in front. And sent out by Neubauer. The emergency clear. All the way down. No icing. Marvin behind the net. Straub pinches down. And Neubauer regroups with Weinkammer at center. Weinkammer tried to flip it up. It made its way to Fitzgerald. He sends it in the far corner. Stroud was interfered on the way in. No call. Now a pass up through the middle. Leafs 2-on-2. Fanned on shot attempt by the Leafs. Marvin up through center. Taken away by the Leafs. Now taken away by Fitzgerald. He loses it. Lake comes in for the Leafs. He's in on the left side. Backhands it in on Chesley, and he covers it up. Devils will change it up. Rayhorn and Ishu on defense. Gill, Schaefer, and O'Hearn up front. Chase O'Hearn on the faceoff. Leafs win it. Shot in, blocked. Didn't make its way to Chesley. O'Hearn tried to chip it out, couldn't. Now Ishu's going to chase it in the far corner. He sends it up, taken away by the Leafs. Ishu again trying to get out this time. Gill and Ishu move forward. Schaefer near side. Gill over the line. Shot in. Barkowski rebound in front. And second shot couldn't get in. Leafs now drop pass in their own zone, come out the far side. Sent in through the stick of Rayhorn. Pushes it over to Ishu. Ishu's high sticked underneath his mask, no call. Now O'Hearn in his own end. Chips it forward, a little too far. And the Leafs player just sends it up again underneath our railing here. We'll have a face-off in the neutral zone. 4:52 to go, 3-1 Leafs. Brant, Curry, Glimsher, 22-25 on defense. Brant wins it back. Ishu sends it in. Or Weekly sends it in. Backs. Comes off the back wall right in front of Barkowski. Now the other way. Leafs down the side. Weekly. Nice stick check. Thrown out in front. Schwab couldn't get a handle on it. Sent out in front. One-timer. And Chesley came across to make the save. Now quickly the other way. Brant. A.J. Brant left side. Squeaks through one defenseman. Curry out in front. He's getting hooked. No call. It's in Brant's feet. Loose puck. Curry gets a stick on it. Brandt trying to fish it out from behind the net. Weekly keeps it in. Now the Leafs send it back out. Lots of high sticking there, no calls. Puck kept in by the Leafs. Sent in over the head of Chesley, near side. Sent back in and around by the Leafs. They push it across the far side. Glimcher trying to get it out. He can't. Weekly chases in the corner. Puck goes off the stick of Schwab. Kept in temporarily by the Leafs. Now sent back down by Weekly, and that should be icing. It is. 3:31 left. Third period, 3-1. Leafs. We'll watch Chesley. See if he can come out here in the third, give the advantage. This morning, the Sun Devils run a 6-on-5 as goaltender was pulled earlier than expected. Sun Devils able to kill the 6-on-5 for about 3.5 minutes. 5-on-5 though here still. Stroud in the corner with Neubauer. The Leafs come around behind Chesley. They send it up top. Nobody home. Puck comes all the way out. Back into the Leafs end. Fitzgerald on the forecheck. Now Neubauer. The Leafs come all the way across far side. Stroud roughs up the Leafs player. He gets hit. Now he sends a cross check back the other way. Lots of pushing and shoving. Now Fitzgerald looking for Marbin. Leafs now. Marbin picks up the loose puck. It's a 1-on-4. He loses it at the blue line. O'Hearn and Schaefer out there as well. Puck comes in on Chesley. He leaves it for O'Hearn, who leaves it for Ishu. Ishu up to Gill. Gill, his pass taken away. Leafs shot in, and another shot underneath the bar. Beats Chesley over the shoulder. So the Leafs now with a 4-1 lead with 2:06 left to play in the third. O'Hearn at center, Schaefer and Gill. Rayhorn with it. Rayhorn sends it all the way across through a Leafs player. Gill gets back there first, fights for it, comes out with it, sends it out in front, right in front of Barkowski. Ishu, quick shot from the point. Rebound loose. Rebound, O'Hearn. He's high stick in the head, no call. Ishu over to Rayhorn. Another shot in on net. Barkowski kicks it to his right. O'Hearn with the rebound. O'Hearn up top. Tried to find Rayhorn, couldn't get it to him. Now a nice little diving play by O'Hearn. But the Leafs come back again, right to left, shot in. Just missed the left corner on that one. Chipped out by Gill. And it's going to be some rough stuff here, I'm sure, the next minute. Gill giving it to a Leafs player. Refs have, for the most part, let this game completely go. Turnover, wraparound, saved by Chesley. One minute left to go. Face off to the right of Quinn Chesley. Brandt at center, Curry and Glimcher. Face off won by the Leafs. They send it in, blocked by Curry. Now Weekly chips it out off the backside of the ref. 48 seconds left now. Leafs send it in, wraps around behind Chesley. Schwab into the corner. Kept in by the Leafs. Slap shot, fluttering puck wide to Chesley. Curry takes on 2 Leafs with Weekly. Now the Leafs come back, wrap around, sent out in front. Glimsher got a stick on it. Brooks Glimsher comes the other way. Through center, over the blue line, leaves it for Brandt. Glimsher is pushed from behind into the boards, and Glimsher's down. Not sure if there'll be a call here with just 8 seconds left. Glimsher giving it to the Stripes here. Lots of chirping. 8.3 left. One more drop of the puck should do it. Marvin, Neubauer, and Fitz. Weinkammer, Stroud. Weinkammer near side. Gets hit from behind, and that's going to cause some commotion. Weinkammer, a dangerous situation there, was hit from behind. And we got a fight going across the other side. Marvin going with the Leafs player. Helmets are off. And Marvin getting a few shots in. As expected, a rough ending here. Refs let too much go, and Weinkammer, lucky, wasn't hurt here on the near side. Game over. Refs are just pushing everyone out, I believe, with 2.6 left on the clock. Game is over. So final score 4-1. Leafs get their first win, and both teams now 1-1 on the tournament. We'll see if there's any calls made on the score sheet after this. Next game, third game tomorrow, certainly a must-win game for the Sun Devils, is 10 a.m. from right here, Rocket Ice, against the Southern Illinois Ice Hawks. 10 a.m. Central Time. We'll see you tomorrow. Final score here, 4-1 Leafs.